here at the tennis zone, all 4 matches about to get underway. And what a match centre stage. World number 3, Judd Trump, against world number 4, Junhui.
Thank you. The first frame
to 1 table.
Judd Trump to break.
But only one of these 2 fine players, of course, can make it through to the semi-finals. Judd Trump to get us underway. Two players maybe with a bit of a point to prove. As Neil said, they've both won ranking events this season, but Trump's had those couple of disappointing reverses to Kyren Wilson at the Masters and then last week in China Open qualifying. And Ding, this is his first quarter-final in any tournament since he won the World Open. That was back in September. So he's sort of gone AWOL a little bit. But encouraging signs last night against Ricky Walden.
Yes, it certainly was encouraging times. He played something like he can do. He had to because Ricky Walden put him under pressure, but he picked his game up. Judd Trump certainly playing the more consistent of the two. But as the boys were saying in the studio, these two players, such great players that they can come good at any time.
Yeah, and players of this quality invariably bring the best out in one another. We certainly hope so. In terms of a spectacle, it promises to be really fascinating and high quality.
Yes, that's exactly what happened with Ding Junhui and Ricky Walden. Ricky Walden made a century break and it just seemed to spur Ding Junhui on. He retaliated with a century of his own. More big breaks. And the same applied with Judd Trump and Ben Wollaston. It's a shame there had to be a loser. Fantastic snooker. 4 century breaks in that match. Could have been 6.
Yeah, and the other thing that's important, I think, tonight is safety play. You know, keeping each other out. And these two have developed their tactical games from when they were just teenagers on the tour to now both around the 30 mark. Ding is 30 and Judd Trump 28.
Well, that red has gone over the right corner. Can Ding Junhui see it? I think he can. So the first chance, and it's not easy, but the first chance is Ding's. Would have been a good safety had the red not gone over the pocket. Well, he trusted to luck a little bit playing at that speed because the cue ball could have turned a little. Playing it so slowly, trying to hold for the black. It may have just turned to the right. The left as well looking at it. So a chance falls to Trump. Well, he played the cannon to the black, but he's a little fortunate for it to have caught the red and leave him with a chance.
Already we're hearing some applause from the other tables. 3 years ago on this quarter-finals night, all four matches went 5-4. And Trump here had a maximum.
Yeah, great stuff.
And we've got the biggest crowd of the tournament so far in to enjoy it.
Yeah, fantastic crowd. And look at that.
Nine.
Well, the first real pressure shot of this quarter-final coming up. And right in the middle. He's on a red to the right centre, could be on one to the right corner. But this was a very
16.
good shot so early on in the match. Has to follow with another good shot now. Couldn't get the right side
17.
of the blue. It was too straight, the red. He's got reds that he can play on down the right side of the table, somewhere there, bringing the cue ball back a couple of inches. I think he can reach that red he just aimed at. There's also one to the left corner.
$22.
That was close to missing. In
23.
fact, I thought he'd missed that when I saw the red coming towards the pocket. This looks good. He's going to be on reds, choice of reds. Couldn't have played it any better.
28.
No applause for that one, but that was a super positional shot.
Well, he's this season's leading century break maker by some distance. 55 centuries he's had already this season.
29.
And so often you want to start with a big break, don't you? You want to show your opponent just how well you're feeling, how well you're playing. Stephen Hendry did it so many times. Come out, make a century, first frame.
Yeah, so many great players do that. And it sets the pattern. Your opponent knows what he's got to do.
35.
He's got to do the same.
Of course, Ding did have an early
36.
chance in this frame. That long red. This was it.
Yeah, a risky way of playing for the red, playing for the black.
42. $43.
When they played in that semi-final at the Crucible, it's 7 years ago now, 2011. It was a great match. Trump won 17-15. I think a lot of people thought then, because they're both in their early 20s, this is going to be a defining rivalry. It's going to be,
50.
we're going to see them in finals many, many times. Well, it didn't quite happen. We only actually played 10 times in total. Of course, they both won tournaments
51.
in that period, but in terms of their rivalry, it hasn't quite sparked into life yet, anyway.
Yeah, and it's nearly a couple of years since they met last. And a year before that.
58.
But Judd Trump will remember because he was the one who lost the last match they played in.
59.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge. So needs one more red after this black. With the colour.
$66.
Well, he chose to play that long red slowly. He wishes he could have had that back now and played up for the blue.
Yeah. 67.
Judd Trump has hit the ground running. He just needs this black now, and snooker's required.
Made absolutely sure of the black.
74. Yeah.
Judd Trump hoping to win his 9th world ranking title this weekend. Of course, he won the European Masters, retained it actually earlier this season in Lamel in Belgium.
$75.
I think what's interesting tonight is there's world champions
82.
on every table, apart from the main one. Of course, these two yet to win the big one. They'd be the two leading candidates that haven't won it yet.
83.
But we've got Mark Williams, Sean Murphy and Graham Dott on the other three tables.
$90.
Well, he might take the red to the baulk corner. Now he's getting the long stuff out. He'd love to open this with a century break. As David said, it's what so many great players do.
$91. $98.
Yep. Well played.
99.
So this for career century number 515. Another one for the collection for Judd Trump. What a great start. First chance. Makes a century.
106. $107.
That's a little unfortunate. You wouldn't put it past him, though. Aye. Right in the middle.
Yes, great pot. And I don't think we'll see exhibition shots now because he can actually beat the high break here. 140 is a good target. 138 current figure with Sean Murphy.
115. 118.
Well, if this is a sign of things to come, we're in for a great evening. You always hope you will be when you see players of this quality. Sometimes the match doesn't live up to the hype, but already the signs are this one will do.
122. $127. 133.
Well, this is how you start a match.
Superb.
You make a total clearance of 140. That is some start from Judd Trump. Just needed one chance after Ding missed that long red. Trump off to a flyer here at the Tempodrome. He leads Ding Junhui by 1-0. Welcome back to Berlin quarterfinals night here at the German Masters. You can see Mark Williams there just at the front of the shot. He's 1-0 up against Jimmy Robertson. And Judd Trump here, 1-0 up in the main match against Ding Junhui after that 140 total clearance in frame 1.
Thank you. Second frame. Ding Junhui to break.
Trump's made 56 centuries now this season. He's at the top of the list. Ding, just 13. I say just 13 because for him, such a great break builder. Just maybe underlines that he's just been in the doldrums a little bit since he won the World Open in September.
Yes, and if you're not going far in tournaments, then you're not able to make the century breaks. Well, that's kind of a let-off for Ding Junhui. Not from far away. In the last frame, he played off the pack thick, opened a pack of reds up, Judd Trump. And Ding missed the long red and it really paid dividends. Good safety from Ding Junhui. Well, that's the black tied up for now. Looking for his first chance, Ding Junhui. Again, not too far away. Oh, what a nice little kiss on the pink. The easier red to the right corner. Not available now. But there is one to the left corner. Yeah, well struck.
One.
So Ding Junhui with his chance.
Yes, Ding beat Trump in the final here 4 years ago as part of that golden season where he won 5 ranking titles in a single campaign. In the end, of course, because all those points came off on the 2-year system, he found himself dropping out the top 16 because he wasn't putting the points back on again. Had to qualify for the World Championship, but then got to the final and all those points meant he rocketed back at the ranking list. He's currently 4th. He's run into Mark Selby 2 years running at the Crucible, once in the final, once in the semi-final. 2 close matches that Selby won both times.
Yes, you would think it's only a matter of time. But we said that about Jimmy.
11.
what has happened this season, while Ding, as I say, has been a little in the shadows, is that a lot of the other Chinese players have really come to the fore, reaching finals, semi-finals, showing the strength in depth now. The Chinese snooker is not shouldering it all himself anymore, but he is the main man. He is the star.
16.
Of Chinese snooker still. And he's the man they look to for success.
17.
Well, he's thought of all kinds of shots here, Ding Junhui. He's thought of just dropping it in dead weight. He's thought of playing the cannon to the red and black, leaving himself on the red to the right corner. Screwing across the table for reds into the same pocket as the pink. Which one's he going to choose? He played to bring the black into play, and what an attacking shot that was from Ding Junhui. He's left
23.
himself on this red to the right corner, which is what he intended. Look at this again. He couldn't have played this any better. And now he's got the black free. Could be the shot of this frame, that. Doesn't have to play for the black this time round. He could play for the pink. Come down and take that red away from the black spot area. And again, he's thinking of all these shots. 2 or 3 shots in advance. If he does play for the black, then it's tied up into one pocket. The next red, not too easy to play onto. But he's played for the black.
24.
There's a red that will go into the same pocket.
$31.
Well, I was surprised he played for that
Junhui,
red, because
31.
he could have bounced off the cushion, played for the easy red, back into the same pocket again, which would have led him to the black. But that miss has given Judd Trump a great chance. And this is where he will want to hurt. Playing the cannon to hull for the black or pink.
1.
Yeah, this is different to the first frame when Ding missed a missable long red. He was nicely in here, looking to score heavily and settle into the match. Now he's in his seat, knowing that Trump's already made a 140 in the opening frame.
$8.
The applause is for Ryan Day, who's just won the first frame against Sean Murphy and tied with 3. That's the match on
9.
the Eurosport Player live this evening.
Well, he left this red over the pocket just in
11.
case he got into trouble at some stage. And now he's used his little
12.
saviour. Just slid past that red.
19. 20.
And again, he's left it short.
27.
So may have to go down for one of the baulk colours here. And this is a tricky little cutback. Nicely played.
28.
And nicely on the yellow to come down for that red just behind the pink, which would free the other two reds into the left corner.
$30. $31.
So scores all level. A couple of awkward reds. The one on the black cushion, probably the most
38.
difficult.
$39.
But he looks in a mean mood tonight, Judd Trump. Now he's considering whether to drop him behind the red. That's on the cushion, because he's kind of got the angle to drop him behind that. Decided to play for that loose red. So once again, trying to leave himself an angle on the pink to drop
45.
him behind that red near the right cushion.
46.
That looks okay. Right, had to play with a little bit of stunt. Now he could drop him behind it.
51.
20 points the difference, so he needs both reds. Oh, he's got a kick. The red straightened up.
Judd Trump, 51.
It's so unfair, this. You know, when you get a kick, it can cost you frames and tournaments.
Yeah, this was horrible. What happened here? For Judd Trump threw the red offline. Yeah, it just died, really, didn't it?
Just so unfair that we get these kicks in the great game. We've changed the chalk. Yet we still get them. A little far for the black unless he plays the cannon. This is the kick again. And it just straightened up the red. Well, he couldn't have played that any better. That's just about where he wants to be, but there's a lot of pressure on this shot. Played it the only way he knew how to make the red drop.
Well, it's a big moment, I think, because Trump was looking confident.
15.
He was looking good to punish the ding miss and lead 2-0. But that kick has changed everything. In the early
17.
psychology of this match, and it was unlucky. It wasn't a mistake. It was unlucky.
$20.
Brown to pink needed for ding.
Yeah, I just hope it hasn't upset him
24.
mentally. Judd Trump, as we see Ding Junhui come the wrong side of the blue. Here it is again. And no matter how many times we look at it, it'll tell us the same thing.
.29.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was a reprieve. It was very, very unlucky for Judd Trump. It was a lifeline for Ding, who thought he'd lost the frame, I'm sure.
35 on the frame. Ding Junhui.
A significant early moment in this match. It stopped Judd Trump in his tracks. Ding Junhui still shaking his head, Trump. Ding Junhui has taken advantage to level up here. One apiece. Welcome back. Big night here, quarterfinals, live on the Eurosport Player. It's Ryan Day against Sean Murphy, and Ryan Day currently leading 1-0. That's live on the Eurosport Player. Well, we saw Judd Trump shaking his head at the end of that frame. That kick, it cost him in the end. That was a big turning point, and it's, as Joe says, he's got to try and get that out of his mind, but it won't be easy because he was just looking to take an early grip on the match. Ding had missed a red. Trump was looking to clear up, really punish, and then that kick came along, stopped him in his tracks.
Judd Trump to break.
Yeah, full marks to Ding though. He potted that good red along the black cushion and played it slowly. It was going to be over the pocket had he missed it. Wasn't easy. Oh, terrific shot from Ding Junhui.
1.
Looking to press forward now. And to inflict some pain upon Judd Trump because he knows he's going through all kinds of torment at the moment, so he's still absolutely fuming there about getting that kick, but he's got to put it out of his mind. How do you do it? Another good pot from Ding Junhui. Could have played the blue, but the cue ball was going close to this right corner pocket.
3.
Yes, it's easier to put it out of your mind if you're at the table potting balls, but Ding's doing that. So Trump is just having to sit in that seat.
4.
That's the other thing, what it's done for Ding's confidence, because he missed and was under early pressure, but made a good little clearance to win that second frame. We're going to see this one more time from a slightly different angle. The kick in frame 2. You can see immediately that the red had gone offline.
He's got to be accurate. We're here with this position. The red above and to the right of the black. And he is on it. That was a really good positional shot. That's the only red that would go. Well, I thought he was on it. And that has freed the two reds by the black into the left corner. Now he could screw into the reds here and screw out of them and be on the red just above the black. Yeah, just like that. And that's opened some more reds. He couldn't have played that any better.
21.
Just the right amount of screw on the cue ball to leave himself on this red. A lot of players leave the cue ball in the reds. Don't get enough screw on. Junhui played it just right. And now he's got the game at his mercy.
Ding has won 13 world ranking titles. That's
29.
the same number as both Mark Selby and Neil Robertson. He's just a few years younger than those two. Of course, with more and more tournaments seem to be added all the time. There's one this week, not a ranking event, but a new tournament in Romania next month for the top 16, which of course could become, I guess, a ranking event possibly next year or in the future. Ding just having to ignore all the atmosphere and a bit of laughter from another table, just focus on what he's doing, because he knows at the moment, you know, psychologically, he's very much on top. Trump sort of stewing in that seat.
Yes, Ding's got his eye in now. And he's looking very confident. Knocked in a fantastic long red. No. He's just considering whether to play onto this red to open the reds up. But there is a red in the middle of that cluster.
43.
Go to the right corner. Again, that's as good as it could get. This is the long red, I mean, what a shot. What a shot that was. Right off the back of that winning break in the last frame. Oh, now then, did he get a kick there? I'm not sure.
Junhui 51.
Well, I can't be certain. But seemed to miss it by a long way. So, the chance falls to Judd Trump.
1.
And again, chance to punish a Ding Junhui miss, whether it was a kick or not.
This might get him back on an even keel again if he could do that, because this looked like Ding's frame. But It looked to me like he just missed it. Put it this way, if it was a kick, it was certainly a much
4.
less obvious one than the one Trump got.
Five.
Well, he's got to sit there and wait.
12.
Yep. May not have been a kick, but missed it by a long way if he did. Didn't hit the jaws.
13.
And the only awkward red here is the one by the blue. He might just be able to give those 2 reds a little nudge. It doesn't matter if not, because they both go to that right corner,
21.
or at least one of them does. In fact, they both go.
$28. $29.
It already feels like he's had everything this match. He's only frame 3, but you can't take your eyes off it, can you? It's fascinating.
Yeah, just overscrewed that one a little bit, but
34.
he'll still be able to hold from the blue. Well, chance to go up for the green.
35.
And it looks a natural angle. Just to come down for this last red. So Ding Junhui
38.
will be faring the worst now. Nicely on this red. It's down to Judd Trump. Played for the blue.
39.
A lot of people would have played it for one of the balk colours to make sure, but he's perfect.
$44.
Pinched the last frame, and he could have, well, not pinched this one, he could have won this one with that terrific
46.
long red to get in.
$49.
Needs the pink. Important to get the right side of the blue.
53.
And that's just about right.
Well, an interesting
58.
start to this match. Judd Trump a 140, then the kick, and Ding's clearance. Ding has missed in this frame. And Judd Trump has punished.
64.
And he's back in front again. Really fascinating snooker already between these two. Judd Trump delighted to get that chance after what happened in the second frame. He leads Ding Junhui here in Berlin by 2 frames to 1. So it's Ding Junhui to break in frame 4. He's trailing 2-1. He could have won that third frame. Mr. Red.
Thank you.
Trump made a good clearance to the pink.
Ding Junhui to break.
Been lively stuff. We've only been going 40 minutes playing time, and already the last frame before the mid-session break.
Yes, he didn't leave himself ideal on that red that he missed. The positional shot could have been a little bit better, but there wasn't much room to play with. There was no reds that would go, so it was an awkward red that he played for. Can he see enough of this red just to drop it in? Good attempt. Could have been a frame winner. It's close.
Foul. Judd trump 4.
Well, again, he could play down for the black here off this red, and he'd only leave the red he was playing on. Yeah, great shot. Great shot. And at every opportunity, he attacks the balls. Played it in such a way that he wasn't leaving anything on, although he did leave a red to the middle. But he tried not to leave that one. A great shot, this.
8.
And well controlled with the cue ball.
Yeah, he's highly focused tonight, Trump. I think one criticism that has been levelled at him is that sometimes when he's played lower-ranked players, he's taken a few of them for granted a little bit. He's not going to do that with Ding Junhui, quite obviously. So just playing Ding has focused the mind. Never mind the fact it's also a big occasion anyway. You can hear applause in the background for Sean Murphy levelling up with Ryan Day. 1 each.
15.
Another very attacking shot there, and pink, I
16.
think, goes to the right corner. A little fortunate. Could have gone anywhere, the cue ball.
$22.
He loves to try and get them open as early as he can in frames, Judd Trump. And it's reflected in all those centuries that I mentioned that he's had this season and in seasons past. Already over 500.
Yeah, he doesn't allow people to
23.
dictate the frame, how it goes, the safety and all of that. Sometimes it can't be avoided. But if he gets a chance, he tries to get them open, like David says, force his opponent into playing a potting game. But that's poor positional shot, leaving himself short on the blue. Could go in and out of balk. Or he could just drop it in. Well, you don't always miss those colours. And now the players miss them
28.
with consistency. But they're there all the time. And he caught the brown full in the face. Screw didn't take effect quick enough. The long red. Well, there's no colour for it unless he plays it with a lot of topspin, try and get back for the blue. But a safety shot, putting Putting the white ball behind the yellow will be okay. Well, here we go. Lots of topspin. So, he was just risking that shot for 1 point, and I don't get that. If the black had been available, and it could be costly.
One.
This time, Junhui, who's straight on the blue. Next red's not going to be easy. Looks like a little, well, looking at the pink, and that's a possibility. Nicely done. Oh, nicely on this red by the black. That should have had a thunderous round of applause. It couldn't have worked out any better.
Eight.
It's a good pot. Had a couple of very good kisses.
15. $16. $23.
Again,
24.
played the cannon very well because he didn't come straight enough on the red. Could do without pushing balls to the cushion though.
$31. $32.
Could play the cannon to the red next to the pink to hold for two reds. It's really good at those kind of
39.
shots.
$40.
Got a great touch around the black area.
$47. $48.
Well, here's the red that he missed, but did he need
55.
to take it on? That's the point I was making. He did have another shot.
56.
Where he could have played the safety. And now he's in Ding's hands. Wants to miss the red. I needed to miss the red. 29
61.
points the lead. This red is still on. But it could have been so much easier had he missed that red. Well, he was thinking of taking it onto the middle, but wouldn't recommend that one because if he missed it, he's bringing the other red into play. And that only leaves one safe red. You're going to take it on to the corner. Excellent recovery.
62.
Not quite the right side of the blue.
.35 in front, so he needs this red.
67.
Well, what a great match this is so far. Better join us for the second half of it. It's not over yet, this frame, and that red is going over the baulk corner. So just one safe red, and it favours a left-handed player.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't easy, but of course the fact that it was frame ball just put a bit of pressure on it. Didn't get too close to it.
Now, has he left the angle on the brown to nudge that red towards the corner? That's what he intended. Yes, he missed that red, but it was the shot before when he played the blue and he travelled too far, needed the rest. Would have been better without the rest. Just a little nudge, and that is perfect.
Well, this is a really big moment in a match that's felt full of big moments. Every frame's had one, and here's another. Can Trump steal this one?
I'm sure he felt that it was 2 each.
6.
Nice angle on the black to move up towards the yellow.
And Ding, if he does lose the frame here, he's got the 15 minutes to think about it, thinking it should have been 2 each.
15. $18.
Well, a little
22.
slow. And it needs them all, so he's got to get the right side of the pink to get to the black. And
27.
that looks just about right.
What a steal this is. What a dramatic match it's been.
33.
All 4 frames full of incident. He makes the clearance to lead 3-1. It's been an emotional roller coaster for the Englishman. The big break, the kick and the head shaking. Fire and fury from Trump here in Berlin. But he's the happier of the two. As they go to the interval, he leads Ding Junhui 3-1.
Thank you, frame 5. Judd Trump to break.
Yeah, fascinating match this already, high quality, and Judd Trump clearly the happier of the two. Ding Junhui went on the practice table straight away when they walked out for the interval. He knows it could have been 2-2.
Yes, I also know if he's getting that big a fee, Jimmy, he's paying for the meal tonight. Double kiss on the red. Now is this red available next to the black? Doesn't look like it. So a little fortunate there from Ding. He caught the red all wrong. And that's why he got the double kiss. good safety. Doesn't want to hit it from behind and leave the red on.
Judd Trump 4.
It's all going wrong at the moment for Ding Junhui. He was just trying to hit this red from behind.
1.
So straight away, Ding Junhui in with a chance. Sorry, Judd Trump. Not sure if he can get to the black, but if he could play the cannon to the red, send it towards the left corner. Couple of poor shots from Ding Junhui.
Well, it's a match where it's not taking much to lose frames. You know, literally just the odd mistake.
Thank you. 7.
Now, if you can get the right side of the blue and split the pack, try and free the pink and black, but he's finished a little straight on the blue. That's a poor positional shot from Judd Trump. Still got a red he can play on to, but he'd like to have been going into the pack of reds this shot.
$13.
Struck it well.
14.
Now he could play down for the red directly above the black and use that red to open the reds up. Well, deliberately left himself high on the red so he could
19.
play the cannon to the red next to the black. But this could go wrong. But it's gone right, and he's got the
20.
angle to go into the pack of reds. Again, no applause for this shot, but it was a very accurate shot that he played. Just checking that the red in front of the pink is not a plant to the left middle. It was close. But like we said,
27.
just before the interval, he likes to get them open. Look at the red, how close it was to the middle. And that's a good recovery shot. That wasn't easy.
28.
And it wasn't clean either. It wobbled a bit, this red, before dropping. But it dropped. Trump looking to push on after the interval.
$35. $36.
Well, this black is missable, so maybe it's time to take the pink. could play into the reds. Well, that's what he tried to do. Missed them completely. Now, where's it going to finish? Well, when your luck's with you, it finishes perfect on the red
42.
to the middle.
.43.
I think the red next to the blue may go to the left middle.
.47. .48.
I'll soon find out. He's got the ideal angle on the green to play down for that red by the blue. Looks like it goes.
.51.
Now, if you could take a red and a blue here and then a red and a black, he wouldn't need to go into the cluster. Just
52.
wonder if he's counted the points. 61 with the blue, 68 with that loose red with the black. And had too much side on the cue ball. Played it
57.
with a lot of right-hand side on the cue ball. Got the cannon. And when he goes back to his chair, he's going to be disappointed because he could have and should have won the frame there.
So Judd Trump leads by 61, but still 75 on.
57.
And if this red goes in, every chance. Any colour would do. That could have been a massive point in this match had it gone in and Ding Junhui won the frame. As it is,
One.
it should be 4-1.
Yeah, so all the talk of 5-4 either way, this match might not have much longer to run. It's only been going 62 minutes as it is. Trump looking super confident.
8.
Won that big fourth frame, though. That was a real killer blow before the interval for Ding, the way Trump cleared up.
Yeah, he had a chance
14.
here, though. Had that red gone in, it could have been so different.
15.
But 4-1 is a very good lead. Best of 9. Just got to be careful not to get overconfident.
21.
Like he can sometimes be prone to do.
.22. .28. 29. 35. Judd Trump.
Well, the red
35.
stays out, but Judd Trump has done more than enough to take this fifth frame and to put himself on the cusp now of a place in the semi-finals of the German Masters. He's thoroughly on top, leading Ding Junhui by 4 frames to 1. Welcome back to the Tempodrome here in Berlin. So it's 4-1 to Judd Trump. Ding Junhui trying to salvage something here and extend the match.
Thank you, frame 6. Ding Junhui to break.
And the other match is Mark Williams and Jimmy Robertson, a 2-2. Zhao Guodong's 4-0 up against Graham Dott. And Sean Murphy and Ryan Dave just gone to the interval 2-2. That match, when it resumes, will be live on the Eurosport Player. Sean Murphy is, I know, was doing some sightseeing earlier today. It's a very historic part of Berlin that we're in. I was actually, I went to the German Spy Museum this morning, which ironically was really easy to find, but it was fascinating stuff.
Oh, great shot from Trump. Left himself a nice angle on the black to go into the reds. Another great shot, this. And I think he's on one to the right middle.
8.
Yes, nicely done.
9.
And now he's got at least 3 or 4 reds that he can play on before he needs to go into the pack.
$14. 15.
Choice of pink or black. Could be the pink, which would leave him straight on a red to the left corner. Oh, that just struggled in. That came so close to missing. Those middle pockets are so tight.
Thank you. 21. 22.
Go back to that second frame when he got the kick and it cost him the frame and he was shaking his head and did not look happy, but he turned round when he won that 4th frame before the interval for sure.
$29.
Quite get straight enough on this red, so up for the blue. Now if he plays
30.
for the red that's closest to the right side cushion, that would free the red into the left corner. Or he could decide to split them. Come off 2 cushions into the reds. Well, he's seen a red to the right centre.
This was the second frame, the kick that Trump got, and at the time it looked like it could be a big moment, but things have turned back in his favour considerably.
36.
Well, that was a delicate positional shot he played there,
43.
judging the gap between the reds perfectly. And he's got choice of reds, all 3. And again,
44.
he can come down for that loose red, just to the right of the pack, freeze the other red. And Ding Junhui can only sit and watch. This is the red that changed the match, really, because had he potted that, it would have gone 2-1 up.
Yeah, and when players are this good and stand as this high, it does just take the odd shot here and there. There was one in the 4th frame as well with the red with
49.
the rest that Ding missed, and it all adds up. Trump has made fewer mistakes. He's on 96% pot success, Judd Trump.
50.
Well, deliberately left this short on the reds so he could play the cannon into the reds.
57.
And if he could catch them half ball, take that cue ball up towards the blue.
Hang on. Well,
Foul.
again another twist in the tail.
Judd Trump 57.
Because the match was there for the taking. If that cue ball had just stayed out, it was surely all over.
Yeah, and this is so unfortunate. He had left-hand side on the cue ball to take it down the table towards the baulk colours. So 1 good pot from Ding Junhui here. Yeah, and he played it well. Dropped it in nicely for the black. And this would be a big steal.
Well, like I said, the match was basically over. If that cue ball had just stayed out, I'm sure Trump would have gone on to win. But now Ding is in with a chance to pull one back. It's the thing about this match, every frame, there's been an incident, a turning point, something of interest.
8. Nine.
Just a little heavy. Played for the blue. And he'll be thinking about his luck because he played this well. Played it with left-hand side to take the cue ball down that way. And you couldn't really legislate for the cue ball going in the middle. Well, took the risk on playing the cannon, and it's worked out nicely.
14. $15. 22.
Well, he was just going to play this red to the corner, a little cannon to the red, stay on the pink, and then something came into his mind.
23.
May have been that had he played the cannon, he might have tied both reds up. Who knows what he was thinking.
29.
So the colours are going to be on their spots for Ding.
36.
Chance that came out of the blue when Judd Trump went in off the middle.
37.
Yeah, he looks good though in amongst the balls, Ding Junhui. In fact, they both do.
42.
And as you say, David, it's just one
44.
little bit of luck or kick that's making the difference between this match. But I'm sure Ding Junhui thought he was out.
Well, assuming Trump loses this frame now, the two frames he'd have lost would have been through bits of bad luck. The kick in the second frame and the in-off in this one. But of course you need the skill to make the clearances.
51.
Won't be pleased with that, finishing straight on the blue.
56.
Just needs the pink.
Yes, it's a great dish from China's #1, Ding Junhui, still in there fighting. He looked like he was out, but the in-off cost Judd Trump. Ding has stepped in to make a fine clearance, and the match is still alive. Judd Trump now leading in Berlin by 4 frames to 2. So Ding Junhui has pulled one back with that excellent clearance there of 62 to the pink to keep this match alive. 4-2, Trump still a big favourite. Surely would have been over had he not gone in off. And you can see there Sean Murphy and Ryan Day returning. It's 2-2, that's live on Eurosport Player.
Thank you, frame 7. Judd Trump to break.
So Judd Trump has already had a chance to win the match, but was unlucky.
Well, the black doesn't go, so no real value in this red unless he can get back to the blue. So just playing the safety. Yes, going back to that in-off in the last frame from Trump. I said he was going to give him a little nudge and move that cue ball up towards the blue. But he chose to screw into them with pace. And just nitpicking really, but he could have glanced off them going up towards the blue and bought colours, which would have developed them. But so unfortunate to have gone in off. Full marks to Ding Junhui though. He knocked in a very good long red to stay on the black and make the clearance.
Yeah, this was still unlucky. And the way Trump plays, he plays to get them open. He doesn't play nudges, he plays to really develop everything. But it's gone now. We're into the next frame.
Yep. Maybe it's an avenue that he can think about, though, because he didn't really need to get them open and needed one more red. But as you say, very unfortunate. Close. Played it with some safety in mind by screwing back to balk. Knew he was going to be on the yellow. A chance for Ding Junhui. Unfortunately, balls have gone safe. Caught that one well.
Yeah, overall, Ding's been second best on safety tonight. Judd Trump has bossed that quite significantly. There it is, 92%, play 73. So it's a good time to start playing good safety. As Ding just looks to put a bit of pressure on. If he could win this frame, then that really makes it interesting.
Well, that certainly opened things up. And there is a red on to the left corner. Not sure if he's got an angle on it. Deliberately playing the red into the reds. Didn't quite get that cue ball back far enough. Wanted it tight under the cushion. Now, what kind of an angle does he have on this red to the left corner? He has a little. Couldn't have played it any better. But that cue ball is running on.
One.
Well, deserved to be on a colour from such a good pot. Just a little bit too much adrenaline in the shot.
Brown ball. Yellow ball.
Well, he could have
Junhui
done
one.
with hiding that red on the left side cushion above the middle pocket. Because if Trump can get that cue ball back into the jaws of the green pocket, he could be in big trouble. That looks pretty good. Players don't like to be forced into taking a red on. And this one into the left corner, full length of the table. No guarantee of being on the black. Oh, so close. Now, what's the damage? Does the red pass the red into that right corner pocket? Well, looks like it will. It's very tight. It looks like it will. Well, he's just struggling a little bit now, Judd Trump. That last frame has hurt him. I think he played the cannon to the red.
One.
Next to the black and missed it. And he's probably just saying to himself, how did I miss that cannon? But he had to put everything into the pot. He says again, played the cannon to that red, which would have left him on the black. It was in harder.
Junhui 1.
So another chance for Trump. Not an easy one. There was pressure on that one. And Trump's struggling at the moment now. Just a little bit of tightness coming in.
Meanwhile, Jimmy Robertson, in his first ever ranking event quarter-final, is just levelling up 3-3 with Mark Williams, so that's getting really close.
good safety from Ding Junhui. There is a red that will pot to the right corner, the one next to the pink. But can he avoid the other reds in taking it on? Cue ball not close enough to the cushion. Tough shot down the right side of the table. And he was going to take it on. Now he's thought better of it.
Just got a bit edgy, hasn't it? You know, it's a match that Trump will feel he should have won, but the fact is he hasn't yet, and he might not. The prospect of losing when he was in the previous frame was just unthinkable.
Yes, every snooker player has gone through it, where they've had the game won and then all of a sudden it's snatched away from them.
Well, it happened to Ding at the UK Championship first round. He was 5-1 up against Leo Fernandez. 5-1 and a string of breaks, and then he lost 6-5.
I've seen players pop the final black in the final frame and going off.
The Graham Dot Zhao Gudong match has got very close to the frame they're in. That's what all the oohs and ahs are about. They're on the pink and black there. Zhao's 4-1 up. There is something about this night. It does seem to produce the drama year after year. The quarter-finals evening, the Friday night, the last night where it's multi-table, before all the fitters move in to re-rig the arena overnight.
Yeah, meanwhile, this safety shot that he's considering, it's very difficult. Well, I think he was going for the pot there. Deep screw back to the balk area. He'd be on the yellow if it went in. Safe if it doesn't. Very tight. But what a shot. Great pot from Ding Junhui. Oh, has he gone past the brown? It was almost a certainty that he was going to be on the yellow. Well, there was no room for error there, was there?
Ground ball.
Struck it so well. Deep screw down the table, but is he on anything? He's on a tough one to the right corner. Lots of action in the cue ball there, but he's not ideal on this red. Lots of pressure on this one. Another very good pot. And this time he is on the yellow. Ideally, you'd like to play on the red next to the black, which develops the black, because the pink and black at the moment, awkward. He hasn't made his mind up. He was down on the shot and he hasn't made his mind up. He could play himself out of position here. Well, no idea what he played there. I've got a feeling he played for the red next to the black.
8.
Didn't hit it anywhere near hard enough. It's going to be taking it on, and the black's going to be going towards that left corner pocket. Just got to hit this hard enough to send the black over the left corner and bring the cue ball down the table. Now completely out of position. Thought he would have played that with speed, sending the cue ball down the table. So just a safety.
Ground ball.
It was all one at one stage, just before he went it off.
Yeah, it's suddenly got really tense, this match, which has been free-flowing and quick, and full of big breaks. But pressure on both. Ding sensing a chance to get back into things. Trump obviously looking to kill it off, knowing he could have won 5-1, but for the in-off in frame 6.
Wasn't far away, but he got a little bit fortunate there, catching the reds. Well, considering taking the red onto the right corner, but there's danger with it. Yeah, he concentrated on missing the red. The cannon to the red, that is, and so a chance for Trump. Not an easy one by any means.
26 minutes since Judd Trump last potted a ball. The U's and R's are for the Graham Jag Dong match. Dot's just missed the black to make it 4-2. So that's what all that's about on the other side of the arena. Trump's just got up, actually.
Yeah, he's got to recompose himself, Trump, because this is a chance to win his match. Got to put out all that Yeah, that's a great shot. Now, is he on the black? Oh,
1.
it never rains, but it pours for Trump.
Ball. Please declare.
It's amazing how many times in a match when one thing goes wrong, it seems to escalate from going into being from a problem to a full-blown crisis to get the match won. It's a good pot, but he's landed nowhere.
And this is the shot that
Pink ball.
he's talking about. So unfortunate because he got the game won.
Meanwhile, the cheers for Graham Dott, who's knocked the black in against Xiao Guodong, so it's 4-2 to Xiao. That match not over yet either. A tense evening all round at the Tempodrome. 3-3 Mark Williams and Jimmy Robertson, 2-2 Sean Murphy and Ryan Day.
Can he see enough of this red to pot it? Well, he found the path back to baulk, and that's the main thing. The black is in an awkward spot for the safety. So easy to make contact with it. Caught the wrong red and he's pushed it over the pocket. He needs some luck. And he didn't get it. So a chance for Junhui.
It's already the longest frame of the match at 23 minutes. There's no doubt that nerves have crept in.
You can't blame Trump for being in bits because he had the game won. Absolutely won. Potted the red, went into the pack, and found the middle pocket.
1.
And Junhui with a chance now to make it 4-3.
Eight. Nine.
Well, he's hampered over the pink. He's got an easy pink to the middle, but no red to play for. And if he's straight on the black, he may not have a red to play for there either. He's looking to see if he can get through the gap of the reds and hit the red that's closest to the right side cushion. That one there, the middle of those reds. But he'd have to be very accurate with his positional play to be on it. It couldn't have gone any worse, that, for Junhui. Any angle at all on the black and he can get to the reds. Any angle on the pink and he can get to the reds. Now, can he see this red, the middle of these three
15.
reds? If he can, he's played an absolutely superb positional shot. Yeah, well played, Junhui.
16.
And now every chance. 26 points the lead.
Well, this is going to pile the pressure onto Judd Trump's shoulders. Let's not forget at the Masters semi-finals, he was 5-2 up to Karen Wilson, lost 6-5. Looking for
23.
a change in fortunes this week. And was within touching distance of the semi-finals. And a 5-1 victory, but Ding with a chance to make it 4-3.
29.
Yeah, looking at the scoreboard.
30.
And he did need to touch those two reds. But it didn't work out. He thought he was going to stay on the black. So he's got a tough pink here. And the game not safe yet. Just 40 points the lead. Well, I thought it was in. I really thought that was in.
Junhui 30.
But it stayed out on the lip. Don't anybody breathe, as far as Trump's concerned.
Well, it had a good go at dropping, but it stayed out, so there's 40 in it.
He's brought that red down the table. He needs some luck. So, Ding straight back in again. Caught the red too thick. Well, did he get a kick there? It sounded heavy. Well, he's forced into going for this for my money. And what a tough pot it is to the middle. But there's no safety shot. He could play the double, screw that cue ball down towards the right corner pocket. Taking the pot on. Well, that was full-blooded. It was all or nothing. So Ding Junhui with another good chance to make it 4-3. Could knock the red off the cushion. Make things easy. Oh, he's missed the red. How has he missed that simple red? Look at him, he's out of it. Well, that's incredible.
Well, I did say I got nervous. I think he was just focusing more on, like you say, chipping the red out. Just almost took it for granted, I don't know. But he's missed it, and that was his reaction. It's like this sort of match now where anything is possible and anything is missable. At the moment, Shredsville has been visited by both players.
Now, that's a fantastic shot from Judd Trump. He could have took the easier red on, but there was no hiding place. Now, can you see the pink? What a great shot down the cushion.
Pink ball.
Yeah, tried to make that cue ball turn a corner and stay on this red over the right corner, but didn't get
7.
enough topspin into it. A Jimmy White special he tried to play. Didn't get enough into it. And he's even covered himself on this red.
So 31 minutes now, this frame. Still anyone's, 33 points in it. Mark Williams has just nudged back into the lead against Jimmy Robertson, 4-3.
Jet trump 7.
Although it's been an incredibly high standard tonight, people love these sort of frames as well, where you just don't know what's going to happen next. All sorts of misses and incidents happening.
Yeah, can't afford to take that red on along with cushion. With the cue ball being tight, there it is. So just pushing the red towards the other red. Well, thought Ding Junhui could have sent the other red, this one on the black cushion, down the table. Makes it difficult for the clearance. Well, that red could have easily been on to the right middle. It still may be. Well, a chance here to bring the green into play. Try and get that cue ball down on the baulk cushion. Has he got the snooker? Well, maybe you could try and get that cue ball in behind the blue here. Well, that's pretty good. Although there was an argument for leaving the cue ball over by the yellow pocket as well. Well, he's left a chance at this red. Caught the red a little bit too thick. Good pot. Now, has he got the angle on the black to disturb those two reds? I think he has. He's unfortunate. Didn't quite catch them thick enough.
8.
A little thicker. I need to have pushed that far one towards the left corner.
It remains incredibly tense. 25 points in the frame now. It's been going 38 minutes. It's like a match within a match, this frame.
Judd trump 8.
The average frame time prior to this frame was 12.5 minutes for the previous 6.
Well, I'm surprised he played that shot there, Ding, because he's going to be right down the table. The possibility of a snooker. I decided to try and play him behind the green, but he could have put a lot of distance between the balls there. Trying to get the cue ball dead on the cushion behind the yellow or brown. As it is, he left a chance at the pot. Cue ball's close, but it's not in.
1. Yellow ball.
Yeah, well played. And if you can't get to the red off the left side cushion, it's good snooker.
Yes, and also the differential in points, it becomes a factor here. It's 26 in it, so he can only afford to miss it twice.
Well, that's a good effort. But that's once.
Foul and miss.
Yep, so now there's 30 in it. He misses again 34, so a third time he needs a snooker. Robert Zablocki is the referee, replacing the cue ball. Attempt number 2.
Oh, he's caught the middle pocket angle.
Foul and miss.
Now, will
Junhui
Ding
4.
take this red on? No. Back it goes.
Didn't even get out of his chair. But as I say, Trump's got to hit it this time, otherwise he himself needs a snooker.
Yeah.
It's close. It's very close. He's hit it. What a shot from Judd Trump.
Absolutely. Bang under pressure. What judgment. He's hanging on in there in this frame.
Trusted to luck. And he's got a good cue ball. My word. You couldn't have asked for anything better than that, surely. Just the red needed. Will he take it on? If he doesn't, the double kiss is on. Thirty-four points the difference. He needs the black off this red. Has he left the red on? Well, fortunately, he hasn't left the red. That could have been devastating, really. Leaving the red down this end of the table, the clearance would have been on.
There's the safety stats. Ding now in front. He was 20% down not so long ago. He's moved in front on safety. Trump's come down. He's gone up.
Well, it sounded a heavy contact, but it's worked out well for Junhui. Too thick. But he's got away with it.
Graham Dott has pulled one back. He's now 4-3 down to Zhao Guodong. It was 4-0 at the interval.
Oh, that's well shot. Chance here. Play the snooker. Just make sure you get the red safe. He's got the snooker. And this would help if Ding Junhui missed this snooker. Would allow Judd Trump to pot something other than the black.
There's the frame time. 45 minutes. By far the longest. Took about this long to play the first 4 frames.
Well, he couldn't have asked for that any better. Slight raise of the hand from Ding Junhui.
Match time 2 hours.
Well, this looks good as well. Covered the potting angle. Has he got the snooker? No, he can hit the red, but what he's scared about is the in-off. Another chance of the snooker, this time behind the brown. A handy little kiss on the yellow. Ding Junhui full ball snookered. Mustn't hit the right side of the red. Played it well.
If you're just tuning in, you already know what sort of frame it's been from where the colours are. Not one of them is on its spot. 34 in it, a possible 35 on. Trump trailing. Ryan Day's just edged in front against Sean Murphy, 3-2. Edged in front, I think, is the best way of putting it. It's an edgy evening on every table now. Mark Williams still 4-3 up on Jimmy Robertson.
Well, this was a delicate little shot he's played here. He has got the snooker, but I think he can swerve it. Well, everything inside him wants to take this red on, but he mustn't do it. Just not hard enough for the snooker, but he made sure of the red. And got another snooker. This time it's not swervable. He could do with the 4 points. And he's got them. Now, will he take this red on? Come down for the black or pink. If this goes in, no, he doesn't like it. It's a tough pot.
Last pot 10 minutes ago. It's just eased a little bit of pressure for Trump. As you say, the extra 4 points at this stage coming in really handy.
Well, it now means that he can take a lower value colour.
That's where it was.
No. My opinion was definitely
It's Theo Selbertingham,
black point.
the marker,
But
getting the screen up.
no. Closer to the cushion.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Well, everyone seems, I was going to say happy. I'm not sure that's really the word for ding here, but in agreement. Yeah, well, it's right.
Yeah, nicely played. So when you're playing these safety shots, come snookers, got to make sure of the red safe. And that looks good.
Well, these two won't have played that many hour-long frames, but this is already 51 minutes and no sign of an imminent conclusion. There will be, of course, if Trump leaves the red on. It's all Ding needs.
Caught it just a little bit too thin. Now, can he be tempted by this red? It's a real tough red, this one. If you can see it. Yep, he could be tempted. And without the kiss, it would have been safe. So a chance now for Ding Junhui to pull another one back, make it 4-3. Just the red needed.
Well, it's been an epic. It's not over yet, but a little bit of security for Ding because he knows Trump needs snookers. Meanwhile, we've got our first winner of the night. Mark Williams has beaten Jimmy Robertson 5-3, so he's the first man into the semi-finals. You just see Mark, the first winner of this German Masters in 2011, giving the crowd a wave. We'll see him tomorrow. Will we see Judd Trump? It looked a certainty at 4-1, but he's looking like 4-3 now, and the pressure is really on. It goes to yellow, so this frame looking over now.
2.
What an epic frame, 53 minutes. The previous longest frame in this match was 15 minutes. So it's been a slog. Ding Junhui doesn't care because he's won it and he keeps the match alive, and there's a real feeling of tension in the Tempodrome now. This match is anybody's. Ding Junhui on the comeback trail. Judd Trump leading only by 4 frames to 3. Welcome back. So a dramatic evening here. Quarterfinals night at the Tempodrome. Judd Trump 4, Ding Junhui 3. They'll resume shortly. Sean Murphy is live on the Eurosport Player this evening. He's trailing 3-2 to Ryan Day, but in, as you can see, in frame 6. Mark Williams already a winner, 5-3 over Jimmy Robertson. Xiao Guodong is leading Graham Dott 4-3, but it was 4-0 at the interval to Xiao. So wherever you look tonight, there's an exciting match to watch. Not more so than the one in the middle, with Ding on the comeback trail, having won the last 2, and that last one was a lengthy one, 53.5 minutes. Just to remind you then, Murphy and Day on the Eurosport Player. Ding the first back into the arena here, and what must Judd Trump think? At 4-1, he was in front. He played a shot just opening some reds up for the blue, went in off. And from that moment, it's all turned around. Ding made a great clearance to win that frame, and he's battled through that very scrappy 7th frame to trail just 4-3. Trump also returning. He looks certain to win. Now it's in the balance.
Thank you, frame 8. Ding Junhui to break.
Well, he's left this long straight red on again. But the only trouble is I don't think he can get to the black.
Sean Murphy's levelled that match now with Ryan Day, so it's 3-3.
Hasn't got away with it. This red is on. There's another red at the side of the pack. That is on. A let off for Judd Trump. And he might have a red to the right middle. A thunderous kick. Took all the pace out of the cue ball. It'd have been top side of the blue without the kick, with a chance of opening the pack of reds. Incredible kick this, but at least the red went in. If it had jumped any higher, it would have been in the high jump. Trying to nudge that red out, and what a good shot that was. In fact, that kick now, it could have turned his fortunes. If he can leave an angle on one of the colours to open the reds. Yep, that's a good kiss on the green. It lifted him a really good angle on the yellow to go into those reds. Just where he wanted to be. Oh, big target he missed there. He'll be disappointed.
9.
Just didn't get enough screw into the cue ball. Well, he's pushed a red towards that right corner, but Junhui can't see it. Attacking safety shot, opening the reds up. A little shorter pace. There is a long red on to the right corner, full of danger if he misses it. Chance to win. Right in the middle. So another chance for Judd Trump. Never afraid to take those long balls on.
No, well, this is his natural game. The last frame was very scrappy, not his sort of thing, not Ding's sort of thing either.
Needs a kiss. Well,
3.
Well, you got to say it was a poor positional shot. Overhit it by a long way. Could have been a frame-winning red. The red that he potted. It looks like he's only going to get 3.
Judd trump 3.
Good safety, covering this red nearest the right corner. And now Junhui got the problem of covering that red. Mustn't catch this thick. He's left the red, got it just a little bit too thin, or has he? No, he hasn't. Well, didn't intend the kiss, but it's turned out okay. This time a good safety from Junhui. Again, got a good cue ball. Well, doesn't have to play it back down the table. Could land up to the reds, leave the cue ball on the black cushion. Which way is it going to pull? It's okay.
Well, they're cheering Graham Dock, who from 4-0 down has levelled up at 4-4 with Zhao Guodong. So the tenacious Scot has forced a decider. Been plenty of tenacity in this match as well, particularly that last frame.
Always a good safety over the right side of the table. Ding can just get to this red to play the safety. Cue ball's close.
Foul. Junhui 4.
Well, it could be a red That goes to the right corner, just below the pink. Shot to nothing. Got a good cue ball in front of the brown. Otherwise, Trump would have been taking this long red on. A little fortunate. Could just land up into these reds on the cushion. Shouldn't leave anything.
Well, now this has got cagey.
Could even ask for a re-rack. It's going nowhere at the moment unless it can get down the table. Well, this time it's Trump. That's fortunate. Catching that red near the right side cushion. He could have left reds on. And he's brought the black into play. There is a red that will pot. Shot to nothing. He missed the last one thin. And missed that one thin. Now the kiss on the yellow has left the red on, but tough shot.
Meanwhile, there's about to be a cheer for Ryan Day, who's made a century to lead Sean Murphy 4-3. Another dramatic match in progress. Out on table 3, that's live on the Eurosport Player, remember?
If you can't get to a colour from this long red, not worth taking on. Unless he just rolls it in. Plays the safety. So just playing the containing safety shot again. Well, I said the containing safety shot, but he'd left one on.
One.
No chance for Junhui. Not an easy table, but should be able to get into the lead. Oh, didn't play the kiss on the reds. That was a poor positional shot from Junhui.
6.
In fact, I'm not sure what he played. I think he did play the kiss, but a thicker one. And there was lots of pressure on that one.
Junhui 6.
And as David said, it's got very nervy out there. This red is on, but at this stage, anything can be missed. This is tough. Played for the black, and he's on it. So a chance to improve his lead, at the very least.
8. 9. 16. 17.
One more easy red to play for. Or he could decide to play the cannon into those 4 reds. That's what he played, and he's on one. He could play the red onto the red.
$23.
Oh, he's missed it. Simple black off the spot.
Well, I think that just underlines the way the tension has come down here in this match. I mean, early on in the match, just no way would have missed that.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, David. Tension. Maybe just thinking of the winning line a little early.
Oh.
That only just wiggled in as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, it's contagious. But it's such a big match between 2 big hitters. Let's not forget it's world number 3 versus world number 4. They're both sensing a chance to win another title this weekend.
$7. 8.
So free-flowing this match earlier on. The first few frames were just brilliant. Quick and breaks flying in. But pressure has descended like a fog.
Yeah, and he's overhit that one a little. Got to play this at pace now. Nicely played. And this red,
15.
the 2 reds together, the top one will go to the right corner. Well, that's not where he wanted to be at all. He wanted to be low on the red, and he's hit that much too hard.
22.
He might still be able to get the red, but that's not where he wanted to be. Needed to be low on that red. Stand out for the black. Well, it looks like he can't see the red. That was a big mistake from Junhui. Let off for trump.
Junhui 22.
So just 3 points in it, another tense frame. Last one, of course, was a long one, 53.5 minutes. This has only been going 20, but you can just feel it in this arena. Trump desperate to avoid a decider. And of course, there's still 2 close matches going on the other 2 tables.
Yes, he's contemplating taking it on because the safety might push the red over the pocket. So took it on and got away with it.
Well, now they're all in a line, all four of them.
Yes, and he can't afford to play this in a way that pushes the red over the corner.
Foul and miss. Judd trump 7.
Just landing up to the reds off the cushion. Problem with that shot is that he's going to be back down there the next shot. Well, decided to play the pot, and what a good pot it was. But unfortunately, it's not ideally on a colour to split the reds up. $11 points in it. He wouldn't need the yellow or the green, so he could push one of those to the cushion. Oh, that's a nice little nudge on the pink. That's ensured Junhui snookered. And again.
This is proper hard as nails match snooker now.
Looking at the possibility of a plant, but that would be a crazy shot to go for. It could hug the cushion. He's thinking of it. Looks good. Can he get through the gap? This is close as well. It's a big bounce. Good attempt. Now can Ding Junhui be tempted by this red? Yeah, great pot.
One.
But not the kiss he was looking for.
Now that could have finished so much better. He's actually got a little smile on his face, although that doesn't mean he's happy. Maybe more of a grimace.
Yeah, it's a great pot, this, and he could so easily have been on the black. It looked to be a big kick.
Yeah, the red jumped up in the air, so we're back to this again.
Oh,
Ding Junhui 1.
well, can you believe that? Just trying to land up behind the black. Hit it like a train. Just playing a little touch. And, well, still got the snooker, but a lot easier to hit now. Although it's worked in his favour, because he's left another chance. Why not just push the red to the left side cushion? Where's it going to finish? Where's it going to finish? Easy enough for Trump. 10 points the lead. Could do with the black back on its spot, and he's hit it miles too hard. Had he got the black back on its spot, it would have made that red on the cushion so much easier. Yeah, anything can happen.
Judd Trump 1.
Played the cannon to the red. Unfortunately, he missed it. In fact, it's finished up. A good safety shot.
Well, another lengthy frame, half an hour now and counting.
He's going to get another chance. Judd Trump.
Yep.
Having the cue ball cleaned.
Yeah, he knows it. It's one last effort. If he can pot this, get on a colour, then a great chance. Ding Junhui just having to sweat it out in his seat. He's done so well to really turn the screw from 4-1 down.
But if that goes in, there's every chance of winning frame and match. Nicely on the brown, with an easy yellow to follow.
Yeah, real good pot that. Did not touch the sides. Bang in the middle of the pocket.
He needs yellow, green and brown. He needs to get the right side of the green to come back down for the brown.
5.
All kinds of things are going through his head. He could just play a little stun for the green into the left corner. Guaranteed to be on the green. The pink's in a precarious spot. Well, he's the wrong side of the green.
7.
But he'll have a pot at the brown. Oh, why not just roll the green in and have the pot at the brown?
10.
Nearly followed it in. Sometimes I just wonder. He's very fortunate not to have followed it in.
Oh, the old favourite Shredsville of Jimmy's again. He's coming into play, isn't it?
Well, now he's got a problem, because if he takes the brown on and misses it, he could knock the pink into play.
21 in front, so just needs the brown.
Well, he's got to take it on. And he's got to play either stun round the angles or touch a right-hand side to miss the pink. Well, he'd have been level with the blue spot had he just rolled the green in. The brown on its spot. He would have fancied him for the pot there. Well, I'm not sure he wanted that in.
4.
What now? If he goes to the pot, he can't get to the pink. Well, he's left a double.
Junhui 4.
And the way Trump's feeling, I think he'll take it on.
Ding can barely bear to look. It would be for the match. A match that started with a barrage of breaks and has become incredibly tense.
Well, can't believe he didn't take the double on. And look where he's put the blue. Well, just sometimes cannot work out his mindset.
So we're down to pink and black. Trump needs one ball. Ding needs them both.
Junhui 5.
Are we heading into a decider? Seemed very unlikely at 4-1 when Trump was in front. That in-off changed everything.
chance to put some distance between them. But all kinds of things going through his mind at this moment in time. He's thinking of playing the pink down. Well, he's playing it right-handed as well. What a time to start playing right-handed. I'd recommend that. I was just saying, he was thinking of playing the pink full in the face, but the middle pocket comes into play. Leaving the cue behind the brown spot. Oh, switch to right-handed. He's got the pink there, but Trump could be tempted to pot this. If he plays it plain ball, the cue ball's going close to that other corner pocket. Couldn't be tempted. Or could he?
Oh, well, that would have been an incredible way to end the match, wouldn't it? But the pink, he stayed out, and it's run safe as well. That's the other thing. Wow. Like you say, Joe, what next? I've got no idea.
No, me neither. But that's a good shot from Ding Junhui.
Well, I can tell you that Sean Murphy has levelled up at 4-4 with Ryan Day. It's also 4-4 between Zhao Guodong and Graham Dott.
Oh, he's played behind the pink. And the problem with that shot is that you're not sure where the pink's going to go. Now, can Ding Junhui be tempted by this pink? It's a tough one.
He needs pink and black to force a decider on this table.
Oh, so close. But if you're going to play the pot, you may as well play position. He did that with the blue, didn't it? The brown. Potted the brown, then left a double on with the blue. Fortunately, it's run safe. And another chance for Ding Junhui. This one's slightly easier because the cue ball's coming back down the table for the black.
Ding's just won a 53-minute frame. This one has been going around about 40 minutes.
Oh, a long way off. But again, it's gone safe. But this is an easy safety come snooker. Right behind the brown spot. Pink by the black spot. It's close. He's got it. Has to hit it. Has to hit it. Otherwise, he needs a snooker. Well, if it's touching the cushion, he might just be tempted. Wasn't touching the cushion. If If it had left the cue ball where it was, you'd have had the snooker. Well, another chance of a double here for Trump. He could play the cue ball onto the baulk cushion just in case he misses it. Chance to win.
And it's in, and he's the winner, and he is so relieved. He is so relieved. He's been put through the mill by Ding Junhui. It looked like Judd Trump would win 5-1. That in-off turned the match. It's great to see the smiles between the players. They know they've been part of something very dramatic here this evening. Ding gave it everything, but just look at the relief on Judd Trump's face. He's into the semi-finals after a battle royal here at the Tempodrome. He's finally seen off Ding Junhui by 5 frames to 3.